You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Softball, 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, live video on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. Good evening once again, everybody. Jason Van Arkel with you from Gustavus Field at Des Moines East. Ottumwa and Des Moines East ready for Game 2 of this doubleheader. Quickly, let's get the starting lineups. First for the visiting Bulldogs. Leading off and playing shortstop, Jocelyn Ware. Batting second, Sydney Rockhold, the pitcher. Ella Aller at second base, batting third. Sam Weeks, the catcher, hits cleanup. Ashlyn Sheets, a designated player, batting fifth. Emma Strayer at third base hits sixth. Ella Thompson in right field batting seventh. Avery Frankie in left field batting eighth. Maddie Houck, the center fielder, bats ninth. The flex player is the first baseman, Hunter Caldwell. For Des Moines East, leading off the center fielder, Lou Howard. Batting second, the third baseman, Mo Purdy. Maya Howard at first base batting third. And Cora Knoop, the catcher, bats cleanup. Layla Smith, the pitcher, bats fifth. Ava Blakeman at shortstop batting sixth. Graciela Fisher in left field hits seventh. Lily Robbins, the second baseman, bats eighth. And batting ninth is the right fielder, Honey Hannawalt. Smith, the left-handed pitcher in the circle for Des Moines East here in Game 2. Just out of 8th grade. This will be her fifth start, her sixth appearance, an ERA of 4.39. She's pitched 22 in the third innings, allowed 35 hits, 18 runs, 14 earned, 5 walks, 8 strikeouts, opponents hitting .354 against her. Jocelyn Ware, Sydney Rockhold, and Ella Aller. The top three in the Ottumwa order once again here in Game 2. Bulldogs won Game 1 8-4. Led 8-0. Then the offense kind of died off, but Bulldogs held on to win. First pitch is inside to Ware for ball one. Our first pitch at 7:37 here on a pleasant evening in Des Moines. We'll check game time conditions in a moment. Pitch up high, 2-0 to Ware. Ware was 2 for 4, 2 singles, a walk, and a run scored in Game 1. Now the 2-0. In there for a strike, 2-1. 77 degrees under partly sunny skies here on the east side of Des Moines. That pitch popped up left side. It'll land fair and then bounce foul up into the chest protector of the catcher, Cora Knoop, up the third base line about 10 feet. Count even at 2-2. Thought for a moment that ball would be caught, but it got down on the fair side of the chalk, but had a lot of English on it and spun foul. 2-2 to Ware. The pitch, ground ball to short. Up with it is Blakeman. Throw to first in time for out number 1. One down for Sydney Rockhold, who was 0 for 4 with a sacrifice in Game 1. So 77 degrees, partly sunny skies, a northwest wind at 9 miles an hour. Our game time conditions blowing in from the left field corner. First pitch fouled off to the right and out of play, 0-1. Bulldogs looking to sweep the season series from the Scarlets. They won 2 in Ottumwa earlier this year. That pitch bounces in there, 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch hit in the air, foul off to the right, down the line, out of play, 1-2 to Rockhold. Layla Smith did not pitch against Ottumwa in the first doubleheader. Maya Howard pitched all of the second game. As the 1-2 is high, 2-2. Cora Knoop, Mo Purdy, and Margot Martin were the 3 pitchers in Game 1 back on June 8th in Ottumwa. Now the 2-2 to Sydney. Ground ball to second. Charging it is Robbins. Throw to first, 2 down. The defense for East, Graciela Fisher in left, Lou Howard in center, Honey Hannawalt in right, Mo Purdy at third, Ava Blakeman at short, Lily Robbins at second, Maya Howard at first, and Cora Knoop behind the plate. 2 down for Ella Aller. Aller was 2 for 5 with 2 singles and an RBI in game 1. First pitch, liner up the middle, base hit. So the Bulldogs get a 2-out single from Aller, and that will give Sam Weeks a chance. Sam was 1 for 4 with a double in game 1. Ottumwa got a lot of production out of the bottom half of the order in game 1, including the majority of that 5-run third inning. Lefty-lefty matchup here, and Weeks fouls it off to the left. Strike 1. By the way, game 2 of the baseball doubleheader between Ottumwa and East is underway off to our left beyond the left field fence of the softball diamond. Here's the 0-1 to Weeks. Liner caught by Purdy at third to end the inning, and that's a tough break for Weeks. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left after half an inning. The Bulldogs nothing. The Scarlets coming to bat on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the first inning, Ottumwa had a hit but no runs in the top of the first. Now Sidney Rockhold will toe the rubber for the first time in this game. Sidney 7-6 on the season. The defense behind her, Avery Frankie in left, Maddie Hauk in center, Ella Thompson in right, Emma Strayer at third, Jocelyn Ware at short, Ella Aller at second, Hunter Caldwell at first, and Sam Weeks behind the plate. Lou Howard, Mo Purdy, Maya Howard, again the top 3 in the Scarlet order. Lou Howard was 0 for 4 in game 1. Ottumwa won that game 8-4. Over at baseball, Ottumwa beat East 15-10 in the opener. And even though obviously pitching was optional for most of that game, one bit of good news aside from the win, Tanner Shark, who's scuffled on the mound this year to say the least, pitched 3 shutdown innings to help Ottumwa get that win. So maybe his pitching is turning a corner. At last check, well, I can see the scoreboard better now. It looks like that game is still scoreless. And they're already in the bottom of the 5th inning of game 2 over there. A.J. Guest started game 2 in baseball over there, and he was pitching well. All right, so Rockhold will face Lou Howard. Here on the softball diamond, they call it Gustavus Field at Des Moines East. First pitch, bounced in there, ball 1. One ball, no strikes to Howard. The pitch from Sidney. Soft liner up the middle. That'll get into center field for a leadoff single. Didn't hit it hard, but hit it right over the circle. And now the leadoff hitter on for Mo Purdy. Purdy, as we mentioned, 11 home runs on the season. She was 1 for 4 in game 1. She caught in game 1, so her courtesy runner came around to score in the 5th inning after she singled. But importantly in game 1, Ashlyn Sheets faced her 4 times, and each time the bases were empty. Not the case here. 1 on, nobody out. The pitch down low for ball 1. Howard, their leading base stealer. East doesn't run often. 10 steals on the season. She has not been caught. 10 for 10. One and 0 to Purdy. The pitch. Blown away. Snap throw down to first, not in time. Hitters count for Purdy. 2 balls, no strikes. Rockhold trying to pitch around that leadoff single by Howard. The 2-0 to Purdy. High and away, 3-0. 3-0 to Mo Purdy. The pitch. That's outside ball 4, a single and a 4-pitch walk, and East has first and second, nobody out. The batter is Maya Howard. 2 for 3, 2 singles and a walk in game 1.
Scarlets number 3, Maya Howard, and on deck will be 25, Cora Canoe.
Boy, Rockhold needs a strikeout or an atom ball somewhere. First pitch to Maya Howard. Bunted, that came up and hit her in the batter's box. It's a foul ball. And the count 0-1. East trying to put some pressure on the Ottumwa defense there. No balls and a strike to Maya Howard. Sydney's pitch. Swing and a foul tip into the mitt of Sam Weeks, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Rockhold brings it home. Downstairs, 1-2. One and two to Howard. 2 on, nobody out. Popped up foul right side. That'll twist out of play, and we'll stay at 1-2. Lou Howard at second. She singled. Mo Purdy at first. She walked. Nobody out, bottom of the first inning. Maya Howard digs back in. 1-2 the count. Sydney's pitch. Outside, 2-2. Sydney has her next sign. Her 2-2 to Howard. Ground ball in the hole at short end. It's picked up by Ware, and she just runs to the bag at third and touches it ahead of Lou Howard for the force. A 6 unassisted fielder's choice with the first out. Deep in the hole at short. Strayer, the third baseman, had come off the line to try to field it, couldn't get there, but Ware alertly just ran to the bag. And there's 2 on with 1 out for Cora Canoop. Canoop was 1 for 3 with a single and a sacrifice fly in game 1. First pitch, downstairs, ball 1.
Now batting for the Scarlets, number 25, Cora Canoe. On deck will be number 17, Layla Smith.
Rockhold's pitch. Ground ball first base side, picked up fair by Caldwell. Steps on the bag for out number 2 as the runners advance to second and third, but now 2 down. And the batter is the pitcher, Layla Smith. Smith 1 for 4 in game 1.
Purdy moves to third and Howard to second.
And Rockhold is an out away from getting out of this jam. First pitch. Outside, ball 1. Mo Purdy at third, Maya Howard at second for the Scarlets, 2 down. The pitch. Inside, 2-0. Smith digs back in. Left-handed pitcher trying to help her own cause. Low and away, 3-0. Ava Blakeman on deck. .30. Low ball 4. A 4-pitch walk, second walk of the inning issued by Rockhold. That'll load the bases for Blakeman.
Loads the bases, full of Scarlets.
Blakeman in game 1 was 0 for 1, was hit by a pitch and drew a walk. We're going to get a courtesy runner for the pitcher, Smith, and that'll be Amanda Yang. Yang was honored before game 2 on this senior night as the only Scarlet senior this year. So Yang at first, Maya Howard at second, Mo Purdy at third. Blakeman in the right-handed batter's box. Sydney's pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. Rockhold's 0-1. Outside 1-1. One ball, one strike. Sydney's pitch bounced in there, 2-1. No place to put Blakeman. Scarlet at every base. 2 out, no score yet, bottom of the first inning. Rockhold's 2-1. High 3-1, and now no more margin for error. Sluggers count for Blakeman, 3 balls and a strike. Sydney's 3-1. High ball forward, it's 1-0 East. On the third walk of the inning, a bases loaded walk. Purdy comes home, Maya Howard to third, Yang to second. That'll bring up Graciela Fisher. Fisher was 1 for 2 with a single, a walk, and a run in game 1. Bases still loaded, 2 down. Pitch downstairs, ball 1. Boy, Ottumwa had a chance to get out of this without giving up a run. It was first and second, nobody out. Then a fielder's choice grounder and a ground ball to first, second, and third, 2 out, but then back-to-back walks have played at a run, the 1-0. In there for a strike, 1-1. One ball, one strike. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Sydney's 1-2 pitch. In the dirt, good stop by Weeks, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Sydney's pitch. Ground ball to short, under the glove of Ware and into left. 2 runs will score on the error, and it is 3-0 East. That should have ended the inning. But Maya Howard and Amanda Yang both come home to score. The runs are unearned. Not that that makes Ottumwa feel any better about it. Lily Robbins, the batter. Robbins only appeared as a runner in game 1. 216 hitter with 5 runs batted in on the season. Robbins just out of 8th grade. She fouls this pitch off to the right, 0-1. No balls and a strike. The pitch. On the outside corner, 0-2. Rockhold just trying to make that one more pitch to get her team back into the dugout. 0-2. The pitch popped up right side. Back is Aller into the outfield grass, makes the catch to retire the side. East gets 3 runs On just one hit, there was one costly error and 2 left after an inning. Bulldogs down 3-0 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Birthdays, ladies' night out, bachelor or bachelorette party, sports team, no matter what your special event or sport, at Graphics Masters, we can make you stand out. We offer custom apparel, t-shirts, sweatshirts, koozies, and more. We even make custom signage for your event. It's all here under one roof. We even offer auto detailing as well. Like Graphics Masters on Facebook to see some of our quality work, or stop into the shop located on Albee Road across from the BP. Graphics Masters, we print your words.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the second, and Ottumwa softball with its work cut out for it. They trail East 3-0 after an inning. So what's the road to a comeback here? Well, when you look at the numbers, Layla Smith in the circle has been hittable. Teams have hit .354 against her on the season. Got to make sure you're swinging at good pitches. Make sure you're putting the ball in play and putting it on the ground. Ottumwa had a couple of groundouts and a sharp line out in the first. Had a base hit from Aller. But this East defense has really struggled this year. Got to find ways to put pressure on them. Here's Ashlyn Sheets. A single and a couple of walks in game 1. And a liner down the left field line. That's a fair ball. It'll be cut off over down the line by Fisher, and a big turn by Sheets, but she'll hold on with a leadoff single. So Sheets reaches to start the second inning, and here is Emma Strayer. Strayer was 2 for 4, 2 singles, an RBI, and a run scored in game 1. Dogs down 3-0, but it's early, only the top of the second. The pitch. Upstairs, ball 1. College World Series, they've gone to the bottom of the 4th inning. And right now it's all LSU in the championship game, leading Florida 10-2. 1-0, a little liner caught by the first baseman, Maya Howard, right on the bag, and she touches the bag for a double play. Boy, that's about as tough a break as you can get if you're Ottumwa there. A sinking liner. If it hadn't been caught, it might have ended up foul. But as Sheets was taking her lead as the pitch was thrown, the ball was hit behind her right on the bag and nothing she could do. 2 out, nobody on. Ella Thompson, the batter, takes a ball 1-0. Thompson 1 for 3 with a single and a run in game 1. The 1-0. High 2-0. The 2-0 pitch low and away, 3-0. With Avery Frankie on deck. 3 balls, no strikes. Thompson taking all the way downstairs, ball 4. 4-pitch walk issued by Smith. Or was that called a strike? Okay, 3-1. That pitch high, ball 4.
Thompson draws the walk.
And here is Avery Frankie. Frankie had a good game 1. Single, couple of walks, 2 runs scored. Major League Baseball scoreboard, bottom of the 3rd in Baltimore. They're in a rain delay. Orioles lead the Reds 2-1, but again, raining in Baltimore. Frankie takes a pitch downstairs, ball 1. Bottom of the 6th in New York, Brewers 2, Mets 1. Going to the bottom of the 7th in Atlanta, Twins 1, Braves 1. A lot of pitchers duels going on tonight. Bottom of the 3rd in Texas, Tigers and Rangers tied at 1. Frankie, a check swing foul off to the right out of play. We're even at a ball and a strike. Still to get underway tonight out on the West Coast. The White Sox are in California to battle the Angels. And the Nationals are in Seattle to take on the Mariners. The 1-1 to Frankie. Missed 2-1. 2-1 pitch. Ground ball out to short, slowly hit, fielded by Blakeman. Throw to first in time. And the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, an unfortunate double play. A walk and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the second. Ottumwa down 3-0 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the second inning. Ottumwa trailing Des Moines East 3-0. Game 2 of our softball doubleheader here on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Sydney Rockhold will try to put together a better second inning. Only one of the runs she gave up was unearned. She thought she'd made the pitch to get out of the inning, but a ground ball right through the wickets that would have been the third out allowed the 2 additional runs to score. 9-1-2 due up for East here in the second. Starting with the right fielder, Honey Hannawalt. Hannawalt was 1 for 3 with an RBI single in game 1. Left-handed batting outfielder, first pitch. Down low, ball 1.
Now batting for the Scarlets, number 6, Honey Hannawalt.
Time called again. Another ball has gotten onto the field out there, and they get rid of it quickly. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Popped up behind second. Out is Ware into the outfield grass, makes the catch out number 1. And Walt pops to short. Top of the order, Lou Howard, a soft single her first time up. Howard was retired on a fielder's choice.
Top of the order for the Scarlets, number 1. Lou Howard.
A very frustrating first inning for Ottumwa. East had the first 2 batters on, but then Ottumwa got the next 2 outs. It was second and third 2 out. Back-to-back walks produced the first run, and then the error scored the other 2. Howard takes a strike from Rockhold, 0-1. Just getting started on what I think is our busiest broadcast week of the summer. We're on the air every day through Saturday. Here's the 0-1. Line into right field. Thompson makes the catch, 2 down, right at her. Hit hard, but 2 away. That brings up Mo Purdy, who walked and scored her first time up. So tonight, a doubleheader with East. Tomorrow night, a doubleheader at Burlington. Another softball doubleheader. Wednesday, baseball doubleheader at home versus Des Moines Lincoln. Those are the makeup games from June 1st. First pitch to Purdy. Down low, ball 1. Thursday, home softball versus Des Moines North. And then Friday and Saturday is the Ottumwa Softball Classic. We'll see Roland Story and Ankeny on Friday. Solon and Fairfield on Saturday. Change up way high to Purdy, 2-0. And then after Saturday, Saturday being July 1st, end of July, and all of a sudden, looking at the end of the regular season looming. Here's the 2-0. Off-speed pop foul back behind the plate. Is it playable? Nope, it's over the screen. And the count 2-1. Weeks was over there for a look, but had no play. After Saturday, the only regular season broadcasts remaining are a softball doubleheader at Indianola Monday, July 3rd, and a single varsity baseball game at home Wednesday, July 5th against Fort Madison. Here's the 1-1 to Purdy. Popped up right side. Caldwell in makes the catch to retire the side. A nice bounce back inning for Rockhold, setting the Scarlets down in order. We go to the third. Ottumwa down 3-0 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
High-speed internet is here, powered by a 100% fiber optic network. Citizens Mutual provides reliable, fiber-to-the-home, high-speed internet to rural Iowa.
My children and my grandchildren, when they come here, they didn't like to come visit very much because they couldn't get on their devices. Well, now they love it because they can have chats with their friends. People don't realize how isolated sometimes people are out in the rural areas. So, yeah, it's awesome.
Visit findmyfiber.mycmtech.com.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the third inning. Ottumwa trying to cut in the deficit. They still trail East 3-0. Bulldog softball on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Nine, 1, and 2 due up for the Dogs against the left-hander Layla Smith, Maddie Hauk, Jocelyn Ware, Sydney Rockhold. Hauk 2 for 4 in game one with a 3-run triple and a single. She had the key blow in the big 5-run inning that broke that game open. And now she'll try to start a rally here in the third inning of game two. It was the third inning in game one where she had the triple. Digs in against the left-hander Layla Smith. First pitch, low and away, ball one. And Layla Smith, just out of 8th grade, you'd like to find a way to take advantage of that inexperience. This is her 5th varsity start. And she's pitched fairly well, ERA of 4.39. Pitched low and away, 2-0. She only had 5 walks in 22 and a third innings coming in, so her control's been pretty good. She has walked one batter in this game. And she's fallen behind Hauk here 2-0. That's an inside corner strike, 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. The next pitch. Liner into right field. That is down, and the throw back to first not in time. Leadoff single for Maddie Hauk. Bulldogs with their 3rd hit. Second time they've had the leadoff hitter on. They hit into an unlucky double play in the second inning that erased that rally. Here's Jocelyn Ware, ground ball to short, her first time up. First pitch, bunted, good bunt, back towards the circle, up with it is Smith, throw to first. Not in time, Ware beats it out. Throw to second behind Hauk, but she gets back in. First and second, nobody out. And Ottumwa's in business.
Beats the throw to first.
Sydney Rockhold, the batter, a ground ball to second, her first time up.
Second.
First pitch, Sydney shows bunt. Good bunt right side, fielded by Maya Howard, the first baseman. Throw back to Robbins, second baseman, covering the bag at first for out number 1. Sacrifice 3-4. Second and third with 1 out for Aller, who singled her first time up. Dogs down 3-0, but 2 in scoring position, only 1 away. Over at baseball, they've gone, it looks like, to the top of the 7th. Ottumwa trailing East 2-0 there. Pitch down low to Aller, ball 1. Baseball won game 1, 15-10 earlier today. The second game much different. Ottumwa with its last chance. Trying to rally from only down 2, though. We'll keep an eye on it. The 1-0. Aller pops it up right side. It's over into foul territory, and it's dropped by Robbins. Had it in the glove. Couldn't hang on to it. Aller gets new life at 1-1. Now, if Robbins had held on to that, Hauk alertly was tagging from third. She would have scored. So even though Aller did not hit the ball at all the way she wanted to, she would have gotten an RBI, but she'd rather get a couple of RBI with a base hit. 1 ball, 1 strike. And she hits it in the air to right again over towards the line in foul territory. The catch made by Hannawalt. Tagging and scoring is Hauk. Down to third goes Ware, and Aller does get the sac fly, this time on a fly ball to foul right field. 3-1 the score. 2 out. Ware at third, and the batter is Sam Weeks. Weeks takes ball one. Sam hit a screaming line drive that was ticketed for the left field corner, except Mo Purdy at third reached up and snagged it for the final out of the first inning. Now the 1-0. Hit high in the air, left field over towards the fence, foul and out of play. And the count even at a ball and a strike. 1-1 to Weeks. That pitch in the dirt, and a nice stop by Knoop to keep it from being a wild pitch. It would have scored another run, 2-1. Bulldogs down 3-1, a run home here in the top of the third. Runner at third, 2 down. The 2-1 pitch. Outside, 3-1. Ashlyn Sheets on deck. Sluggers count for Weeks, the 3-1. In the dirt, ball 4. Second walk issued by Smith, and the batter is Ashlyn Sheets, who singled her first time up. And we'll get a courtesy runner for Weeks. That'll be Kendra Cole. Runners on the corners and 2 down.
Cole comes in as a courtesy runner.
Smith to Sheets. Outside, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. The next offering. A little floater out to third, caught by Purdy, and the side is retired. Ottumwa gets 1 run on 2 hits, but they leave 2. We go to the bottom of the third. Dogs down 3-1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the third inning, Ottumwa has cracked the scoreboard. They still trail Des Moines East 3-1. 3, 4, and 5 due up for the Scarlets here in the bottom of the third inning. Maya Howard, Cora Knoop, Layla Smith against Bulldog right-hander Sydney Rockhold. Howard reached on a fielder's choice and scored in the Scarlets' 3-run first. First pitch here is Sky to shallow left. Out is Ware. Makes the catch on the outfield grass for out number 1. Cora Knoop, the batter, a ground ball to first, her first time up. Rockhold has the sign and the pitch. On the outside corner for a called strike.
Cora Knoop. On deck will be number 17, Layla Smith.
0-1 to Knoop. Catching game 2 after playing first base in game 1. The 0-1. Off speed, lifted to shallow right. That's going to get down. Thompson unable to pick it up cleanly, and that'll be a 1-out single for Knoop.
Knoop with the single.
Going to get a courtesy runner for the catcher, Knoop. And that'll be Gracie Bailiff.
Bailiff in as a courtesy runner.
1 on, 1 out for Layla Smith. First pitch, downstairs, ball 1. Looks like it's gone final over at baseball. Ottumwa settles for a split tonight as they fall to East in game 2, 2-0. Back here at softball, the 1-0 to Smith, low 2-0. Ottumwa softball doesn't want to split tonight, but right now they trail East 3-1 in the bottom of the third. The 2-0. Ground ball back to the circle. Rockhold to second for 1. The relay to first. In time, a 1-6-3 double play. And out of the inning is Rockhold. Good job by Ware to handle that low throw and get the relay to first in time to double up Smith and end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, and nobody left. We go to the 4th inning. Dogs down 3-1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Birthdays, ladies' night out, bachelor or bachelorette party, sports team, no matter what your special event or sport, at Graphics Masters, we can make you stand out. We offer custom apparel, t-shirts, sweatshirts, koozies, and more. We even make custom signage for your event. It's all here under one roof. We even offer auto detailing as well. Like Graphics Masters on Facebook to see some of our quality work, or stop into the shop located on Albee Road across from the BP. Graphics Masters, we print your words.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the 4th inning. Someone needs to get the bats going again. They trail East 3-1. Ottumwa scored 8 runs in the first 4 innings of game 1. Won that game 8-4. They were shut out the final 3 innings, and they've only scored 1 run in the first 3 innings of game 2. So just 1 run over the last 6 innings for OHS. This is kind of what we were talking about in the pregame show before game 1, that the Bulldog offense will look great for a few innings and then get a little impatient, chase some pitches early in the count that maybe they shouldn't be chasing, and make some quick outs. And now, the Bulldogs have had a little bit of bad luck in this game so far. They actually are out hitting East 4-2. Had a tough luck lining into a double play in that 2nd inning. Emma Strayer was the one who lined into that double play. First pitch, down low, ball 1 from Layla Smith. Strayer hit a sinking line drive towards first base. I actually thought it was going to land foul in front of the bag, but Maya Howard, the first baseman, caught it right at the bag and was already basically sitting on it to double up Ashlyn Sheets. That pitch missed to Strayer, and it's 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. The pitch, outside corner strike, 2-1. Emma digs back in. Now the 2-1. In the dirt, 3-1. Sluggers count for Strayer, 3 balls and a strike. The pitch from Smith on the inside corner, 3-2. Full count with Ella Thompson on deck. Three balls, 2 strikes. The payoff to Strayer. Popped it foul back and out of play. And we'll do it again at 3-2. Strayer digs back in, another 3-2 pitch. Fouled it off again. Good battle here by Strayer against Layla Smith. Still 3-2 to the Bulldog third baseman. The pitch. Fly ball, shallow right center. This could be trouble. It's down for a base hit. So Strayer battles her way to a leadoff single. Third straight inning, the Dogs have had the leadoff hitter on. Let's see if we can turn that into a crooked number on the scoreboard here. Ella Thompson walked her first time up.
Strayer's at first on the single. Ella Thompson, the batter.
Ella showing bunt, and bunted it foul back behind her, 0-1. No balls and a strike to the Bulldog right fielder. Thompson digs back in. The 0-1. Up high, 1 ball, 1 strike. No sign of a bunt that time from Ella. One and one. Leadoff hitter Strayer at first. The pitch. Bunted in the air, foul back and to the left, out of reach. 1-2. So now that should take the bunt off. Let's see if Thompson can put the ball in play somewhere and move Strayer to second, either by a traditional out, a ground ball out, or a base hit. 1-2. Catcher setting up away, the pitch. Low and away, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Ella digs back in. The pitch. Ground ball foul off to the left. Thompson stays alive. Ottumwa down 3-1 top of the 4th inning. Have the leadoff hitter on. Strayer at first. Ella Thompson at the plate with a 2-2 count. Avery Frankie on deck. Another 2-2 pitch. High, 3-2. 2 straight full counts to start this inning. Ottumwa working the count again. That's good to see. 3-2. Thompson digs in. The payoff pitch. Popped it up, left side. Smith calls for it. Purdy calls her off and makes the catch, 1 down. About halfway up the third base line, about 4 feet fair. 1 on, 1 out for Avery Frankie. Ground ball to short her first time up.
That's the first out. Next batter, number 2, Avery Frankie.
First pitch here to Avery in the dirt, ball 1. Avery digs back in. Strayer at first. 1 away, top 4, 3-1 Scarlets. The pitch. Ground ball to short. They'll go to second for 1. That's all they'll get as Blakeman to Robbins retires Strayer at second.
Forced out at second. That's the second out.
Now Frankie at first with 2 down on the fielder's choice, and the batter Matty Houck singled and scored in the 3rd inning.
Matty Houck is the batter.
First pitch to Matty. Outside corner, strike 1. No balls and a strike. The next offering. Fouled back, 0-2. With 2 strikes, we might see Frankie in motion here. Pitch is in the zone, Matty's got to swing at it. If pitch is out of the zone, it's a little easier to steal that base. We'll see. Here's the 0-2. Popped up right side, backing up the first baseman, Howard makes the catch, and the inning is over. Ottumwa had a leadoff single but could do nothing with it. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Bulldogs down 3-1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the fourth inning. Sydney Rockhold has settled down nicely since a rough first inning. It really should be 1-1 if not for the one error in this game committed by Ottumwa. As it is, the Bulldogs trail 3-1. Rockhold has set down 7 in a row. Well, 6 out of 7, and the one who got a hit was erased on a double play. 6, 7, and 8 due up in the Scarlet order. Ava Blakeman, Graciela Fisher, and Lily Robbins. Blakeman walked her first time up. That was an RBI walk.
Leading off for the Scarlets, number 9, Ava Blakeman.
Blakeman was the second baseman in game one, the shortstop here, and she lifts a soft liner out to second, caught by Aller for out number 1. That brings up Fisher, who had the key swing of the bat in the first inning. She hit a ground ball to short that should have ended the inning, but it went through the legs for an error and allowed the 2 additional runs to score, and that's the 2-run lead East has at the moment, 3-1. First pitch in the dirt, ball 1 from Rockhold. One and 0 to Fisher, the left fielder. Sydney's pitch. Downstairs in the dirt again, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Hitters count for Fisher. Pitch is high, 3-0. See if Sydney can come all the way back. The 3-0. Fly ball to center. Halcon, her horse, gets there, makes the catch, 2 down. Maddie ranging to her left, a little bit towards right center. 2 out, nobody on for Lily Robbins. A pop out to short her first time up.
Fisher flies out. Now batting number 10, Lily Robbins.
Bottom of the fourth inning, 2 out, nobody on for East. Ottumwa trailing 3-1. First pitch to Robbins, in there for a strike, 0-1. Want to know the count? Robbins, no batting gloves on her hands. The pitch, swing and a miss, make it 0-2. Rockhold looking for her first strikeout. When it comes, it'll be brought to you by Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance in Ottumwa. Now the 0-2. Fouled back to the screen, we'll do it again. Still no balls, 2 strikes to Lily Robbins. Oh and 2. Robbins digs back in. Honey Hannawalt on deck of the inning continues. The pitch, off-speed swing and a miss, strike 3. Got her on the changeup, and the inning is over. There's that first strikeout brought to you by Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance at Ottumwa. Scarlets go in order. We go to the 5th inning. Dogs down 3-1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the fifth inning, top of the order for Ottumwa. They need the bats to get going. They trail East 3-1 in game 2 of this doubleheader. Again, when these two teams met in Ottumwa, the Bulldogs won both games 13-1 and 14-6. They started out tonight like it was going to be more of the same, scoring 8 runs in the first 4 innings of game 1. Well, they won game 1 8-4, but they've only scored 1 run in the last 7 innings of this doubleheader. Here's Jocelyn Ware. Takes a pitch down low from Layla Smith, 0-1. Ware 1 for 2 with a single. Bulldogs are out hitting the Scarlets 5-2. The one error in this game committed by Ottumwa is the difference right now is it plated 2 Scarlet runs. Ware hits a sharp grounder to third, backhanded by Purdy. Long throw across in the dirt. It gets away. Ware around first on her way to second. And she's in there to start the inning. That'll be a 2-base error on Purdy. And that is the first Scarlet error of the game. That brings up Rockhold, who's 0 for 1 with a sacrifice. So what do you do here? Runner at second, nobody out. It's the 5th inning. You're down 2. Don't have to get them both back here. First pitch. Swings away and fouls it sharply off to the right, 0-1. No sign of a bunt yet. And 1 to Rockhold. The pitch from Smith. Fouled off to the right and out of play again, 0-2. Sydney trying to go the other way. Oh, 0-2 to Rockhold. Ware at second, nobody out, top of the 5th inning. The pitch. Ground ball to second, that'll move the runner to third. Robbins to first in time for out number 1 as Ware advances. Ella Aller, the batter, 1 for 1 with a single and a sacrifice fly that drove in the only Ottumwa run so far.
Aller, the batter.
Middle infield back for the Scarlets. The pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Ella a little frustrated with herself. No balls and a strike. Runner at third, 1 down. Got to put the ball in play, find a way to get that run home. Aller fouls it in the air off to the right, 0-2. Boy. That's 5 straight pitches in a row that Ottumwa has swung at. 0-2 to Aller. The pitch. Upstairs, 1-2. And actually 6 in a row because the pitch that Ware hit would be the first one. So there were 6 pitches in a row that Ottumwa swung at before Aller took that ball, 1-2. The lefty Smith toes the rubber. 1-2 to Ella. Ground ball to short. Throws going to first. It is in time for the out, but coming home to score is Ware. Ottumwa does cash in that error. It's 3-2. Aller has her second RBI of the game. 2 out and nobody on. Let's see if Weeks can restart the offense here. Sam is 0 for 1 with a walk. Sunlight fading here in Des Moines. The lights are starting to take effect at Gustavus Field. The pitch. And it hit her in the foot. Well, here's a 2-out base runner. Should get Kendra Cole to be Sam's courtesy runner again. The batter will be Ashlyn Sheets, who's 1 for 2 with a single. Cole at first and 2 down. That's the tying run at first here in the top of the 5th inning. Ottumwa trailing 3-2. First pitch, ground ball to short. Up with it is Blakeman. Throw to first, and the inning is over. A lot of early swinging in that inning, but Ottumwa did get a run without a hit. There was an error and one left. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Dogs down 3-2 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Get the small town charm with real-world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree. And our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the 5th inning, Ottumwa trying to climb back into it. They were down 3-0 after an inning. It's now 3-2 as the Scarlets have 9-1-2 due up here in the bottom of the 5th. Hannah Walt, Lou Howard, Mo Purdy. Sydney Rockholtz has settled down since that 3-run first. She's only given up 2 hits over 4 innings. She's walked 3. Those all came in the first inning. Rockholtz has struck out 1. And if you take away the unearned runs scored now by both teams, we'd be in a 1-1 tie. Hannah Walt popped to short her first time up.
Scarlets, number 6, Honey Hannawalt.
Righty to lefty the pitch. In there for a strike to Hannawalt, 0-1. Hannawalt digs back in. Slender left-handed batter, the 0-1. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Rockhold toes the rubber. Here's the 1-1. In the dirt, 2-1. Talked a couple innings ago about the rest of the regular season in terms of the broadcast schedule. Of course, we know that Ottumwa softball will play in the regional semifinals in Class 5A on Saturday, July 8th at Cedar Rapids Jefferson. The 2-1. Outside corner strike, 2-2. And a win there would send Ottumwa to the regional final on Tuesday, July 11th. And if it's the top seed in the bracket we would face, that would be Southeast Polk as our top seed in our region. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, fly ball to left. Frankie is there, makes the catch, 1 down. Top of the order, Lou Howard, a single and a line out to right, 1 for 2. Ottumwa baseball should get the sub-state pairings about Thursday of this week. 1A and 2A in baseball came out last week. 3A and 4A will be out later this week. Rockhold's pitch to Howard. Missed outside, ball 1. And if you missed it earlier, the Bulldog baseball team split a doubleheader with East today. They won game 1 15-10. They lost game 2 2-0. Here at softball, the 1-0 to Lou Howard. Hit high in the air to center. Hauk is back, and that's up against the base of the fence. Throw back into second is just a little bit high. It gets away, but backing it up in foul territory, third base side is Weeks. And Lou Howard will stay at second with a 1-out double. Maddie Hauk did a good job of getting to that ball quickly and firing it back in. If that throw had been down on the bag, it would have been a very interesting play at second. Now runner at second, 1 out. Here's Mo Purdy, who was walked and fouled out to first. Again, the most dangerous hitter on this team, 11 home runs. First base open. I don't know if she gets anything too good to hit here, but we'll see. First pitch. Change up in there for a strike, 0-1. That is a bold move, Cotton. A change up down the middle on the first pitch, but Purdy was not expecting it and let it go by, 0-1. Rockhold has her sign. Runner at second, one down, and the 0-1. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. One and one to Purdy. Powerful right-handed batter. Sydney's pitch. Off speed, hit in the air to center. Hauk is there, makes the catch. The runner left early. She left well early. Ottumwa's got to throw that ball back to second. They do. And the home plate umpire says out. She left early. The inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, nobody left, and that'll go in the book as an 8-5-4 double play. We go to the top of the 6th. Ottumwa down just 3-2 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hey, it's Sam here, your Lisco sales rep. Summertime weather is just around the corner, so you know the drill. Construction is in full swing, and we have limited time to get your order on the list for this year. As you're prioritizing your goals for 2022, let's make you the priority. We can chat details about what would make your home or business data connection the most successful. To add or update your services, call me, Samantha Knoll, for your Lisco sales and account management. 641-209-5400, 209-5400, or visit us at lisco.com.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the 6th inning. Ottumwa getting some good defense here. They still trail East 3-2. Dogs have Strayer, Thompson, and Frankie 6, 7, and 8 due up in the order. And let's recap the end of that 5th inning. You had Lou Howard at second with 1 out. City Rocco threw another change up to Purdy, and Purdy got under it and flew out to center. And, from our vantage point here, we had a great view of it. Hauk settling under it to make the catch. Lou Howard was tagging up. Howard clearly left second base early before the catch was made. Of course, Hauk didn't know that as she was making the catch. Tried to throw to third to get her, but the Ottumwa dugout was already yelling at Strayer to throw it back to second.
Strayer is the batter.
Aller touched the bag as the pitch to Strayer here is popped up foul to the right, and it will be caught by Maya Howard, the first baseman, near the fence for out number 1. Boy, it's almost gone back to swinging early again. 1 down for Ella Thompson. Just to finish that, pardon me, this is going to be Kaysen Thompson pinch hitting. To finish that thought, Ottumwa threw back to second. The base umpire apparently was not watching. He just shrugged his shoulders, but our home plate umpire was watching, and he made the out call. So here's Kaysen Thompson. She pinch hit in game 1 and popped out. First pitch she sees from Layla Smith is on the inside corner for a strike, 0-1. East got 3 in the first, Ottumwa 1 in the third, 1 in the 5th. 1 out, nobody on here in the top of the 6th, the 0-1. That's in there for a strike, 0-2. Well, there's some dip on these pitches from Layla Smith as they come in. If you're Ottumwa, you'd like to get at least 1 base runner on this inning, even if you don't score, because that would turn the lineup over top of the order. The 0-2 to Kaysen, outside 1 and 2. If you go 1, 2, 3, then you lead off the top of the 7th with Maddie Hauk. And, Maddie, if she can get on, and she's having pretty good run as of late, wouldn't be too bad. But if you get a base runner in this inning, you can at least have the top of the order and the top of the 7th. Oh, the 1-2 comes in and hits Kaysen Thompson the helmet so hard it knocked her helmet off. She's okay. She picks up the helmet and jogs down to first. That's not the way I would have wanted to get a base runner. Well, you could hear that impact. Kaysen very matter-of-factly just picked up her helmet and trotted down to first. And Ottumwa was going to pinch run, or not pinch run anyway, I guess, but re-enter Ella Thompson to run for Thompson if she got on, which she did. So Ella Thompson now at first with 1 down for Avery Frankie, who is grounded to short and bounced into a fielder's choice.
Frankie, the batter.
1 on, 1 out. Potential tying run at first for Ottumwa. The pitch. Fly ball to right, but Hannawalt is there, makes the catch, 2 down.
Frankie flies out to right.
And the batter, Matty Hauk, who is 1 for 2 with a single and a run.
Put the second out.
Boy, Matty had that 3-run triple in game 1 to the right center gap. Love to see her put another one in a gap and have Ella come all the way around and tie the game. Runner at first and 2 down. Or at the very least, move the line along. The pitch. Strike, 0-1. No balls and a strike to Hauk, the next offering. Chopped foul at the plate, 0-2, as that ball was dipping down below the knees, but Hauk took a hack at it. East has 3 runs on 3 hits and an error. Ottumwa has 2 runs on 5 hits and an error. 0-2, 2 out. Runner at first here in the top of the 6th inning for Ottumwa. The 0-2. Ground ball to short. Big hop for Blakeman. Throw to first is low. And it is dug out by Maya Howard to retire the side. No runs, no hits, a hit batter, and a runner left. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Ottumwa still down 3-2 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the 6th inning. Boy, Sydney Rockhold has really pitched well after that tough first inning. And only 1 of the 3 runs allowed to that inning was earned, and she has only given up 2 hits since. Her defense has turned a couple of double plays behind her to erase those hits. And so Rockhold has faced the minimum over the last 4 innings. She's got to get through 3, 4, and 5. Maya Howard, Cora Knoop, and Layla Smith. Ottumwa down 3-2. And so Rockhold needs to keep the Scarlets right here and give the top of the order a chance in the top of the 7th. Maya Howard has reached on a fielder's choice and scored and popped out to short. First pitch, fly ball to right. Thompson is there, makes the catch, 1 down. 1 pitch and 1 out. And both of these teams have done a lot of swinging early in the count as this game has gone along.
Now batting is number 25,
Cora Knoop has
on deck, number 17.
Grounded to first and singled, 1 for 2. One out, nobody on. The pitch. Changeup in there for a strike, 0-1. These are some of the best changeups I've seen from Sydney. 0-1 to Knoop. Rockhold brings it home, and it's outside, 1-1. Sydney toes the rubber, and the 1-1 offering is on its way to Knoop. Change up high, 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Sydney's next offering, low, 3-1. Rockhold has walked 3, none since the first inning. She struck out 1. 3-1 to Knoop. Pitch on the way. Ground ball up the middle, base hit. Knoop is 2 for 3. East looking for insurance here in the bottom of the 6th. We'll again see a courtesy runner for Knoop.
With the
And I imagine it'll be Gracie Bailiff again. It is. So 1 on, 1 out for Layla Smith, who walked and scored, or had her courtesy runner score in the first. Smith bounced into a 1-6-3 double play that ended the third inning. Layla Smith, left-handed hitter as she is a thrower. No batting gloves. First pitch, low, ball 1. One and 0 to Smith. Rockhold brings it home. And a fly ball to center. Coming in is Hauk, makes the catch, 2 down. That'll bring up Ava Blakeman, who has an RBI walk and a line out to second. 0 for 1.
Smith flies out to center field for the second out. Bailiff stays at first.
In the top of the 7th, it will be the top of the order for Ottumwa. Ware, Rockhold, and Aller. Will they only be down 1? It's 3-2 East, the pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. Runner at first, 2 down for the Scarlets here in the bottom of the 6th. The 0-1 from Sydney. Swing and a miss, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Blakeman digs back in. The 0-2. Low and away, 1-2. One and 2 to Blakeman. The pitch. Outside, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Rockhold brings it home. Just high, 3-2. Graciela Fisher on deck of the inning continues. 3-2, 2 out, runner at first, bottom 6. East batting and leading Ottumwa 3-2. Sydney's payoff. Low, ball 4. First and second. First time since the first inning East has had more than 1 runner on. And the batter is Fisher, who has reached on an error and flied to center.
Now batting number 7, Gabriella Fisher.
Two on, 2 out for Graciela Fisher. The pitch, low, ball 1. One and 0 to Fisher. Rockhold's pitch. Popped it up, right side. Aller comes on and makes the catch, and the side is retired. So Rockhold did her job. No runs, 1 hit, 2 left. We go to the 7th. Ottumwa needs a run to tie, 2 to take the lead. They trail here at East 3-2 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the 7th inning. Last chance for Ottumwa to avoid splitting this pair at East. They won game 1 8-4. They trail game 2 3-2. Top of the order due up. Ware, Rockhold, and Aller against left-hander Layla Smith. Jocelyn Ware is 1 for 3. She is singled. She has reached on an error and scored a run. She takes a strike 0-1. It's the top of the order, so it's less likely, but Jordan Pauls is lurking as a pinch hitter potentially. There's a liner caught by Smith in the circle for out number 1. Boy, tough break for Ware right there. And the batter is Rockhold, who is 0 for 2 of the sacrifice. First pitch to Sydney. Way outside, ball 1. When you're down a run, you need a base runner here somehow. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0. Fly ball, foul right side, and that's out of play, 1-1. Sydney back to the plate. The 1-1. Fouled off to the right, out of play, 1-2. Sydney's been trying to go the other way all night. The right fielder, Hannawalt's over towards the line. If Sydney could go opposite field to right center, there's a huge gap out there. 1-2. The pitch from Smith. Way high all the way to the backstop, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Too bad we didn't have a runner on there. That would have been a wild pitch. Now the 2-2. Fouled off to the right again. Rockhold staying alive. They've retrieved a couple of those foul balls that have gone out of play to the right. 2-2 to Sydney. Trying to help her on cause. Boy, if Ottumwa doesn't rally here, that'd be such a tough luck loss for Rockhold. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a foul back, just did get a piece of a rise ball. Still 2-2. Might have been ball 3, but too close to take. 2-2. Smith back to the rubber. Spins the ball on her left hip. Now the 2-2 to Sydney. Pop foul back and out of play again. Ottumwa's had 5 hits off of Smith, none since the 4th inning. 1 out, nobody on, 2-2 to Rockhold. The pitch, low and away, 3-2. Good battle here by Sydney. Ella Aller on deck. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch. Swing and a foul tip into the mid, strike 3, 2 down, and that ball I think was dipping out of the zone. That is the first strikeout all game for Smith. And Ottumwa's final hope is Ella Aller, who is 1 for 2 with a single, a sac fly, and an RBI groundout. She's driven in both of Ottumwa's runs. First pitch. Missed away, ball 1. One and 0 to Aller. The next offering. Strike at the letters, 1-1. Again, there's that pitch that starts out, looks like it's going to be high, but there's a little dip to it, and it's dipping down into the zone. 1-1 to Ella Aller. The next offering. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Smith throws to first, and Ottumwa will have to settle for a split with East. That's kind of disappointing, as the Scarlets only win their 7th game all year, but the Bulldogs fall by a final of 3-2. We'll take 2 minutes, come back, and wrap up the evening on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hey, nice job clearing the clog.
Thanks.
You know anybody who could repair the water damage in my basement?
Roto-Rooter does that.
Do you guys fix water heaters?
Roto-Rooter does that.
How about a leaky faucet?
We do that.
Disposal repair?
We do that.
I've got to run a few errands, but if you could finish up those pies, that'd be great. Thanks.
And away go troubles down the drain.
Pies. Okay.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
This is Opula with Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse in Ottumwa. Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? You don't really want to cook? Stop in and see us. We are known for the best pizza in Southeast Iowa. Enjoy a mouth-watering steak or an awesome tenderloin. We also have salads, pasta, chicken and fish, and of course, amazing Greek food. Call ahead for carryout. Our full menu is available at Mike'sPizzaSteakhouse.com. Thank you for making us your favorite restaurant. We look forward to serving you at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse.
Opa! You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
And welcome back one final time to Gustavus Field at Des Moines East, where your Ottumwa softball team takes a split tonight. They won game one over the Scarlets 8-4, but dropped the nightcap 3-2. For the Scarlets, 3 runs, 4 hits, 1 error, 4 left on base. Layla Smith, the winning pitcher. For Ottumwa, 2 runs, 5 hits, 1 error, 7 left on base. Sydney Rockhold, a tough luck loss. She only allowed 1 earned run, but suffers her 7th loss of the season. She's 7-7. East improves to 7-27 on the season. Ottumwa falls to 17-13. The Bulldogs are 13-5 in conference play. East is 6-10. Our next broadcast of Ottumwa High softball comes up tomorrow night. The Bulldogs traveled northwest to Des Moines today. Tomorrow they travel southeast to Burlington. First pitch at 5 o'clock for a doubleheader between the Bulldogs and the Greyhounds. It's been a long day. We'll have the pregame show beginning at 4:45 on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, and live video on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. Want to thank all our sponsors one more time: Meridian Credit Union, Bridge City Realty, Graphics Masters, Sonic Drive-In, William Penn University, Mercy One Ottumwa, Roto-Rooter, Family First Chiropractic, Citizens Mutual, Mike's Pizza, Community First Credit Union, and Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance. A big thank you to Bulldog head coach Mandy Baum for helping us prepare for the broadcast tonight. And a big thank you to both of my producers, Annie Argo, the on-site video producer, and Kyle Smith, the radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios. Finally, I'd like to thank you, the fans, for tuning in tonight, because without your support of these broadcasts and of Ottumwa High Athletics, none of this would be possible. So thank you for tuning in to Bulldog Softball on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, and on the live video stream on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. My name's Jason Van Arkel. I'll talk to you tomorrow night when the Bulldog softball team plays at Burlington. Until then, good night, everybody.